Welcome, Gemini Cancer, to your mid-month reading for September. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, hit that big old like button and subscribe. Let's get in here and see what's going on with you. This message is coming out. If you guys did not watch that chakra reading, it is up already. If you can't find it, you can find everything in the playlist. Okay, so... this message is coming out for the beautiful Gemini Cancers in this beautiful mid-month. Getting the shadow card coming out. After this, I'll be doing... actually, you know, I think I keep saying I'm going to do the angel numbers after this, but I think we have to do the... 1 second, my friends. No, I have to do the lunar eclipse first before the angel numbers, because that's the 17th. Okay. I think I've been saying it wrong. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, now you guys got it right. I don't know who I told, but I think I told somebody something wrong. Okay, so after this, though, you will be having angel numbers. The reason I was bringing that up was because I keep seeing these angel numbers popping out. 1 plus 8 is equaling 9, but it's literally saying that you need to look deep within yourself so that you can really look at what it is you need to manifest, what it is you're truly looking and desiring to have at this time. So there's something that might be upsetting you at this time. I'm really getting this feeling. There's something upsetting you that you need to feel like you need to break away from that situation. So this card is saying it's time to dig deep within yourself to look at that. So this is a reminder that nothing in life is at a standstill. This is a world of constant flux, and one thing is certain: everything changes. This card is calling you to action. The time is now when you may have to face your worst fears and look into the dark shadows of your soul. You may learn to confront what you've been avoided and walk courageously through it. Always know that life naturally revitalizes itself, and as it does, so do you. Okay, so it's just really looking at the light at the end of the tunnel and recognizing that by no longer denying your past and letting the tears fall, you discover the diamonds in the treasure chest of your soul. This is the cleansing process to wash away and clear out what was once avoided, ignored, or pushed aside. So there is definitely a feeling like there's something going on that you may be trying to avoid at this time, as you might be trying to push towards manifesting something else. But it's almost like Spirit says, but okay, but I need you to get through this first. Yes, bringing in the strength. Thank you. 8 again. So you definitely have 8 coming out, and it's saying there is infinite potentials, but there is something that's holding you back within yourself from moving forward within this one certain situation that's going on around you. Okay. Let's get some cards out and see why. Let's use this deck, guys, and see what's going on. Positive movement forward. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. An 8 again. Dang. You're definitely trying to manifest something for this new beginning, and this card here in this deck is definitely the World card, but it's also showing that the universe is divinely guiding you and pushing you towards this ending for what it is you truly want to manifest, bringing that manifestation in. But they definitely, for the ending, 1 plus 8 equals 9, right? For the ending, for the new beginning of getting this, they want you to really look at something, right? There's something that really is bugging you. You know what it is. Use your discernment. You know what it is that needs to be taken care of, right? Use your discernment. Use your clarity, right? Dig deep within the situation. You already know what it is because it's always at the forefront of your mind, right? Maybe it's a communication issue with someone. Maybe it's, who knows what it is. Could be all kinds of things. We'll see what happens within the reading, but because this is a general reading, stand your ground. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 2. You see what's going on? It's a divine reading because the universe wants you to understand. I'm pushing this manifestation for you, toward you, but I really want you to dig deep within this situation and try to let this go, resolve this issue. Do not avoid it, something of that nature, okay? It's something that definitely has some kind of emotional withdrawal when it comes to this situation. Okay. Actually, we're going to put this here. Well, no, because it was, I'm sorry, it was at the bottom of the deck. A spiritual union. So it could be definitely a love situation or somebody that you definitely feel connected to, that you really do care about. Okay. So it's almost like you might be pushing towards, it feels like you're pushing towards, like, maybe I'm just going to go to work and I'm going to work on my finances. I'm going to work on being the best in my career. I'm going to, you know what I mean? But yet I have this situation over here with this person, right? That needs to be dealt with, healed from. Something needs to go, right? And avoiding this situation is what Spirit says is not the best thing. You either need to heal from it, fix it, or let it go. But look deep within yourself, and you'll know the answers. We're going to find the answers for the majority of you, of course. That's what I'm here for. So it's not like I'm just going to be like, oh yeah, find the answers, gotta go. No, we're going to look and see what are these potential things that are going on to really heal this situation and get through this situation, right? Yes, it's definitely something from your past. So this is positive movement from your past, but we need to look back into the past so that we can get exactly what it is we deserve through the manifestation. Because the Spirit's saying, I have this gift for you, but I really want you to look deep within yourself to see what's going on. Okay? And we have the Empress coming out. So you do have a lot of abundance and a lot of self-development and a lot of growth going on, but there's some kind of like evolutionary type of mindset that's going on that you're developing. Okay, but it has something to do with someone else around you, to where it's almost like you can't fully grow, right? You can't fully grow out of this for the overall experience because you keep thinking back to the past. You keep this memory alive, right? Or you're trying to avoid this memory as much as possible. But remember, sometimes when we try to avoid things, it wants to chase us back, right? It's kind of like crazy. It's like we have all these laws of energy, but sometimes because we didn't heal from it, right, then it just keeps kind of like pushing back at us saying, excuse me, I need you to kind of resolve this. So it could be gone for a couple of weeks or whatever because you push it back down into that heart-shaped box with a lock on it, right, or in the back of the memory, and try to just ignore it, but then it wants to come back. And Spirit says, well, I'm going to bring that back. It could be a love situation for a lot of you, an ex, something that went on, a family member, because it's definitely somebody who's connected to you, right? Somebody who has a strong contract with you. And so they definitely want you to heal these childhood memories. It could be a childhood memory that just keeps you numb, that you need to really spiritually work on. Okay. That would be like forgiving the past, knowing that we can accomplish and grow from this situation. The things from the past don't have to hold us back within thought and energy or the way that we move. It's one of those things that it's time now to heal from those things. Be done with it. It was something that's done, but don't allow it to affect, right? It could even be an old relationship. I'm seeing that here with the Empress to the spiritual union. It could be an old relationship, an ex who's holding you back from this beautiful, new relationship that's getting ready to spawn, that's right underneath your nose, or that just came in, and you don't want to hold on to those emotional past things, right? Because you want to incorporate these new feelings for this new person, because this person is not that person. If we hold in contempt against what people have done to us and try to push that onto someone else, that's going to ruin that relationship. So Spirit really wants you, whatever that situation is for you. I'm just bringing up a lot of examples. Whatever doesn't resonate with you, please throw it away. You have your own. You know what it is. And we all have something, right? It could be a trauma, childhood trauma, a trauma from an ex, it could even be a trauma from a job. I even had a trauma from a job. I was to the point where I left this job. My boss, the owner, was so horrible to me. I was to the point where I was like, I'm never working again. I was traumatized. He said some horrible things to me. And I stayed there because the pay was so good, but then it's almost like Spirit is saying, okay, but then now you're allowing that to happen. You know what I'm saying? So I had to like dig deep within myself. I mean, to say, oh my God, I ended up getting fired, so it didn't matter. It's like, fuck ever. I was pregnant, even firing me, I was like, I feel very sick. And he's like, too bad for you, you're fired. I was like, whatever. I don't even, at this point I was crying all the time. This man was so horrifying. And I guess I didn't have the skin that I thought I had. I guess you have to have like, elephant skin to work with this person. But then I realized when I took it, I was 4 months pregnant. So my husband says, I think because you've worked here 6 months, you were doing good until you got pregnant. Your skin was starting to weaken. But it was horrifying. And no matter what, I mean, he said some horrible things. But I'm just saying, and it could be that. I mean, even to the point where it's like, I'm done. I'm done. I can't work. I literally did not want to work. I was like, done. I'll never work again. Right? I'm doing some Billy Madison stuff over here. Never coming back. Not even a joke. But with all that aside, seriously, it's showing that you have this new passion, whether it's this Prince Charming coming towards you or this Princess Charming coming towards you, however it is. But there's this movement that Spirit is saying it's like a fearless movement by, incorporating this feeling or this whatever's hindering you or this past, ailment. I mean, sometimes our exes could be an ailment, like, like you just, yeah, this past tower, thank you. Chaotic, horrible, sometimes just horrible people, right? But it's saying we don't want that. You don't want to keep on to something that's old energy. We want to move from it, grow from it into the sun. Okay, so you stand your ground for your own pleasures and your own being because you don't want someone else's, energy to continue to corrupt your energy just because they wanted to corrupt your life. Right? Once I got over that owner boss, I don't know if he's alive still or not. He was really old, but if he's dead, may he rest in peace. And, I found the forgiveness for him. I understood, I got it. It's good, He's just the type of man that just didn't take no shit. He wanted you to be the best of the best of the best of the best, and it's just like, wow, But when you have this deep digging deep, it's going to cause this sudden awareness and and make you see the chaos. It's literally bringing that chaos back up, but it has to bring that up because if you've been just pushing it back, you have to bring it back alive. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry to have to tell you that because if it's something that you haven't healed from and it's still in the back of your mind or it's hindering you from having perfect relationships because you keep saying, you know what, I just don't want that to happen because you know what, you remind me of Jeff. That right there, killer. That right there, you just killed the relationship. Or if you keep thinking about those, oh, I hope he's not like Steve. I hope he's not like Steve. More than likely, you're going to get Steve. Because you keep pushing Steve's energy out there. So whatever is coming in, you don't want them to walk in those shoes. You don't want to hold any contempt against them from an ex or whatever the situation is. Or have these feelings of, I can't really truly have good love because that person hurt me so bad. There is 8 billion people, my friends, on this planet. You cannot tell me that every man you come to is going to be the same. And if they are, it's because you're manifesting it. Because you keep saying, I hope it's not like Steve. Here comes Steve. Let's forgive Steve. Move away from Steve. Steve was a dick. We get it. I wonder if I can say that on film. Anyways, if there is a cut here, it's because I said a bad word. Okay. Literally, I don't think it'll. This is not made for children, so I think it'll be fine. I was just thinking that though. Oh my god. Okay. So, anyways, getting carried away. Good job, Taurus. Yeah, I did a great job. Okay, let my Leo come in, right? It's like, oh, now she's getting feisty. Okay, getting feisty. It's just because of that. Okay, leaving it there. So we want to, yes. Loss of lack of recognition. This brings you back into the recognition that everything that is going on, you're learning from. Your soul put you into those situations to learn from. Okay. So now it's time for rest and recuperation. So that way you can plan for the future, because the universe says, I'm bringing you something you really, really want. But it's like you have this piece within you that you just keep. It's just, that's exactly what it is. It's like you push it away and you try to forget about it. But then as soon as that type of scenario comes up, it's like it gets pinpointed and comes back to hurt you. So now you have to reiterate it and say, you know what, that's fine, because that's not going to be Steve. That's just the example I'm going with right now, guys. Okay? It's not going to be Steve. You have to tell yourself that. That's fine. You know what? Just forget it. If that comes up, it's, you know what? It's not. Good Lord is giving me somebody different. It's not the same. I'm done with that energy. It's not the same. Because they're trying to bring you in somebody who's so different. It's so unpredictable. They're sexy. They're charming. They're, it could be definitely an Aries, right? However, but it's just saying that I have this new person that's coming through, but I need you to get past this situation. So there won't be chaos. So there won't be this destruction. So there won't be this self-sabotage to whatever the situation is. Because a lot of times we self-sabotage ourselves and we don't realize it. Yeah. So it's saying on top of the Knight of Wands is the Page of Wands. So definitely for a lot of you do have some kind of fire sign that's coming in. Who's beautiful, healthy for you. Could be so far we've got, we got Leo too. Oh, we got Taurus, Libra, Aries, Sag, and Leo. Take it or leave it, could be. But what it's saying pretty much is, yeah, because you're going to discover that this is different. This person is a free spirit. This person has freedom. This person is exciting, and you're going to get this different kind of information. You're also going to be discovering different pieces of yourself and realizing that, wow, certain things are happening. As soon as I release this and I'm intuitive about the situation, I can definitely become this beautiful Queen of Wands over here, where I'm seeing these ultimate new potentials, where my focus is on this joy, finding this trust within yourself and understanding. There's like a big, huge understanding. Definitely an understanding for what you're manifesting is actually coming in. But you just need to rework that situation a little bit and reflect. It's definitely a reflection. That's a moon card. This is the moon, my friends, right? So really use that Cancerian energy within yourself to really dig deep within that. And then you can come in with your analytical mind, of that Gemini, right? And really start, putting the bases together. Put it together, right? But don't just think one way, because Spirit says that's just not the way, you know what I'm saying? Because of the hurt, because of the past, because of the pain. So definitely wanting to work with the powerful three within yourself, mind, body, and soul. And this will bring in the teamwork that you're looking for. This will bring in the long-term goals and rewards, for whatever it is that you're setting out to do. I do feel for a lot of you that this is a love situation, because it's coming up the strongest. But if you know that it's not, and you have your own, you can push all those together. Your intuition will bring that in, your discernment. Okay, so, and you guys are highly intuitive. So yeah, there's definitely going to be a lot of new ideas and a lot of curiosities coming through. that you're really going to want to look at. There's so much information, and this information is really going to start pushing through you as you start realizing what's going on when you're looking through your intuition and and then analyzing it, right, with your analytical mind, because you're going to say, oh, okay, right? Instead of being so in a challenge mode with yourself around the situation, or over standing your ground, got to standing your ground twice, you're definitely going to be more open to holding your own, but in a different way now. See what I'm saying? It's going to be different because you're not going to see it as, right, as just, oh, this is going to go, I see how this is going to go, you know what I mean? It's like, but it's kind of crazy because it's like it's something you're definitely looking for, something you've been asking for and manifesting, but then it's almost like as soon as it gets here, I do feel that there's a little bit of, it's like whatever I've been avoiding comes back at me, and then it hinders the situation, or I end up with the same type of person over and over again. Stop saying you don't want the Steve. Stop saying I don't want a crappy job. Look at it from a different point. I'm going to find a really great guy who's good for me. I'm going to find a very good job that is good for me, right? And leave those alone. Don't even let them come, because you can say, once you grow from that, then you don't even let them bother you like that anymore. Those later just become those little conversations. Oh man, I dated this guy once. You know how those are, right? And you don't have any real true feelings. I mean, you're still going to have some feeling toward it, like, God, he was a jerk. You know what I mean? But it doesn't really hinder you or hurt you anymore, because now it's just become a past story to whatever that situation is. Instead of like, oh, I don't want to talk about him. Well, if you don't want to talk about him, that means you didn't heal from him, because it still hurts, or you see what I'm saying? Or you're still hiding. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because it's too much pain, right? And that means we haven't healed from it yet. So we're keeping it in what I call the heart-shaped box with a key on it. I know, I had a lot in there. I had a lot. I had a very traumatic childhood, and I had a lot in there that I've stored my whole life. And I thought the same thing. If I just don't think about it and I keep it in there, it doesn't bother me. Let's not bring it up. We don't need to talk about it. It's gone. That doesn't exist. I used to tell it all the time. It's gone as it doesn't exist. I don't need that. That's not healthy. No, I thought it was healthy for years, but then I came to the conclusion, well, that causes nightmares. It causes you to not move forward. It causes you to, keep yourself away from things. Taking action. Sometimes it causes you to dilute pain through alcohol and other substances. Not good. Yeah. So definitely take the action for the perfect timing. Guys, you got this, okay? You guys got this. Don't stop. You guys got this. Don't stop the recovery. You know what's coming. Spirit says, it's not the right time right now for the situation to improve just yet. I need you to really focus on this piece right here for the next few weeks. I need you to focus on this part. This is, that part that you're waiting to come in. Some of you have beautiful blessings. You're getting beautiful blessings in one house, and then some of you are waiting for it in the other house. And this is one of those houses where you're just saying, okay, where's this one? I've got, yeah. I got the money. Now I'm waiting for the love, right? However it is, right? Okay, guys. Till next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.